Okay, so, hi, hello, welcome back to another Creepypasta story video. Today, Creepypasta I'm going to be reading is called 1111, but before we get into it, I do want to say a few things. First off, the video is a one take, so, if you do hear me stumble, mumble, fumble, and mess up my words, I am sorry, this is a one take. But I do have something to edit my videos now, but I still need to figure out how to edit my videos, so give me some time. Second thing I do want to say, please consider using code GOONS at gamersubs.gg. That's code GOONS. You can use that to get 10% off at checkout. Okay, so outside of that, let's get into it. 1111. A young girl suffered from insomnia, and throughout the night, she often wake up just for no reason. One night she awoke, and in a daze of half sleep, she blinked in the darkness, and just for a second, she thought she saw a pair of reptilian eyes gazing at her and glowing red. She sat up and stared at them, quickly realizing that it was only her clock. It was 11:11. She sighed and tried to get back to sleep. The next night, she awoke and instantly looked at the clock. It was exactly 11:11. This began to repeat itself night after night, sometimes even during the day for no reason whatsoever. She will stop whatever she was happening to be doing, and spin around to look at the nearest clock, always at 11 minutes past 11 o'clock. As her insomnia got worse, she thought she tried some white noise to help her sleep. She turned on her clock radio to play music softly. It worked well, so she kept doing it for the next few nights. One night, she awoke with a terrible start, covered in cold sweat. Rather than being in a sleepy daze, she was completely awake now. The radio was still on, but instead of music, she heard static, and a lot of erratic clicking noises. Breathing heavily, she stared at the glowing numbers. You know what time it was. Bang. Her heart nearly jumped out of her chest. A door has just slammed shut to her right, outside of her room. She heard a pair of inhumanely rapid footsteps running from the sound of the door slam. All the way around her. It was behind her head and to her left. Another bang as the door was slammed shut. Her blood ran cold. Her bedroom was on a second story, and the wall behind her faced outside. There were no floors or doors there. Suddenly, she felt an urge to run. She didn't care where. She leaped from her bed and ran faster than she ever ran in her life. In what felt like less than a blink of an eye, she ran through the hall, down the stairs, and out the door, and to the end of the street. She doubled over, panting, and after a moment, she looked back at her house, at her dark bedroom window. She stared at it for a long, long time. When at last she began to feel calm again, she carefully walked back to the house, and she left the front door ajar, and a lot of the cold air had gotten in. She closed it behind her and turned on all of her lights and made her way back to her bedroom. She hesitated for a moment as she turned on her own light. The room looked perfectly normal, but as soon as she heard the static coming from the radio, she rushed over and switched it off. After that night, she never listened to the radio again. The girl didn't sleep a wink for many, many nights. She told only a handful of people what had happened, her parents and a few of her friends. Their responses were all more or less the same. It was just a dream, it only felt real. You were so tired, maybe you just imagined it. I believe you believed that it happened. What you need to know is that this story is very true. To this day, the girl, or well, she's a woman now, has never slept soundly. None of us know for sure what is so special about 11:11, but she did tell me this. Whenever the moment strikes that clock, she feels the strange sensation, and she says it's just like that feeling you get when you know you're being watched. Okay, so that was 11:11. That creepypasta was alright. Definitely better than Jeff the Killer, though. I think anything's better than Jeff the Killer. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy 11:11. Yeah, again, sorry if my reading is kind of weird. I don't know why. Sometimes when I read stuff, I think I read it, I I process it quicker in my head than me being able to say it. So I fumble a lot. So sorry about that. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoy 11:11. I don't really have an outro. I usually do. I just say, I'll keep you guys here just for a couple more seconds, if anything, so it's easier for me to clip it, because this is all streamed live on Twitch. So yeah. Use code Goons for 10% off at GamerSubs. Link is at the top of the description. If you liked it and want to see more, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. On my right, you will see a playlist of all my creepypasta videos and my most recent one above it. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say, but I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.